When she found me, I was living in a state of shock. What happened? Why did it happen? When did it happen? How could this happen? I saw her lurking closely behind and yet in front of me. I was unhinged and unnerved. At first I tried to just walk away, but why was she here? I turned around and she was following me. So I screamed, "Why are you stalking me?" She replied, "This is for a lifetime." So I started running, praying to outrun her or that she'd lose interest in this pursuit. I came to the edge of all that I knew, and not wanting her to catch up to me, I jumped off into the sea of denial. And as I swam, I thought, this is not happening. This is not real. I don't believe this. I won't accept this. This can't be real. So I dived deeper and swam faster, my head and heart submerged, no air in my lungs, until I barely reached the shore. And as I stepped out and onto familiar land, my feet began to sink on wet gray sand. I turned around and she was still following me. So I screamed, "Why are you stalking me?" She replied, "This is for a lifetime." So I started running again. This time I ran until I saw Anger Street. The blocks were long and blurry. The heat of my soul was blistering, burning with each step and every breath that I took. My thoughts became like ashes, madness at those above and all around me. Hands reached out to aid me, and still I kept running, because who could I strike to match the pain and wounds of my heart that I felt inside? No one. I stopped. I turned around, and she was still following me. I screamed, "Why are you stalking me?" She replied, "This is for a lifetime." So I started running again. Not wanting to look back and afraid to look forward, I hid in the alley of depression, believing the darkness would shield me, even as the light beckons for me to reappear. Yet I did not want to be seen, heard, nor touched. I was struggling to survive, to even exist at times. I felt like I was dying inside. The future became like a coffin of empty dreams. I could not see it, so I could not face it. "You cannot dwell here," a voice said. I turned around, and she was still following me. I screamed, "Why are you stalking me?" She replied, "This is for a lifetime." I pushed her away and I started running again, through and over everyone and everything. Like a warrior, I fought for my freedom. Before me was what I thought was my escape. So I stole away on the train of blame. And as I sat in my seat of weariness, the arrows of pain shot out. This is their fault. They should have said or done this. No, they shouldn't have said or done that. They should have done or been there more. No, this is God's fault. How is this God's will? Why did God allow this? No, this is my fault. I should have said or done this. No, I shouldn't have said or done that. I should have done and been there more. How could they leave me? Why am I the one left behind? I turned around and she was still following me. I screamed, "Why are you stalking me?" She replied, "This is for a lifetime." I finally jumped off into the rail, my sorrow breaking my fall. I got up and started running again, with no destination in sight, and the road ahead of me appeared daunting. So I ran into the house of bargaining to rest. My emotions and pleas are as vast as the stars. I promise if you let me just get through this, I'll be better. If only I had one more chance, I'd do things differently. Please, let this cup pass over me. I turned around, and she was still following me. I screamed, "Why are you stalking me?" She replied, "This is for a lifetime." As the tears flowed like the river Nile, I started running again, this time faster and more determined. Finally, perhaps she would be gone. And as I came upon the crossroads of acceptance, my heart throbbing, my body sore, my mind is worn, I realized I couldn't run anymore. So I stopped. Looking up, I felt the sun on my face and saw the hues on the horizon of life. And as the clouds of clarity drifted across silently, it dawned on me that this is what it is. This is my new reality. As a human being living out this existence on this earthly plane, I have many times before and will once again run this path until my own vapor is gone. Each time, never in a straight line, and yet differently than those around me, because this journey is always personal and as unique as those of us who live it. I will have to recreate myself each and every time. This is a part of life and the price paid for loving so deeply. I turned around, and there she was behind and yet in front of me. I whispered, "Why are you stalking me?" She replied, "This is for a lifetime. We don't get over, but we get through." "Who are you?" I asked. And she replied gracefully as she held my hand faithfully, "You know me. My name is Grief."